Yeah, it's not located on any map. It's located right here. Right here. Capital M, capital T, Men's Town. There's trust and friendship between men. There's no deals going south. There's no lawyers there. Only real men. And a few good dogs.
Dog. Episode 33. Welcome back, everybody, to Men's Town Roundtable, where it's always July. Baker's wearing a hat.
I forgot the hat that I don't have.
Yeah, we really got to work on getting you some merchandise, my friend. Even
Dude,
Dan
I'm out of
has a
stickers
koozie.
too.
Yeah, I think I have maybe one or two left.
Yeah, I'm out of stickers. Put those around the city.
The bad thing with my stickers was first of all, I was the one that cut
Paper
them.
and not laminated.
Yeah. First of all, well, that's second of all. First of all, I was the one that cut the stickers.
Yep.
Okay. And it was tough cutting those things. Okay. I got what's that thing where you slide it down and it cuts the paper? It's a paper cutter, but I don't know if there's like a more technical word for it.
Yeah, brother, I got no idea. I know what you mean. It's like, it's a little but
yeah, exactly. So essentially what I did is I went on, I don't even know what site I used to make it, but I had to insert,
Red?
No, not Pornhub.
No, Red.
No.
No. There was a sticker site with red in it, I think.
You're thinking of Redbubble. Dude.
See?
Oh my God, Redbubble.
This trap right here can do things.
Didn't we order like 100 stickers from Redbubble and we put them all over our cooler?
We ordered 10. We put them all over the cooler. Some are still there. Some are no longer with us.
You have that cooler, no?
Yeah. I have the cooler. I'll see what stickers are still on there, but some of them are great. Ladies and gentlemen, start your livers.
And racism, and it was different colored beers.
Yeah, it was the darkness of beers. That was good.
That's good.
Can't drink all day if you don't start in the morning. Just a classic.
Yeah, there was a lot of, I don't know. We thought it was a good idea.
Cooler. It's all got to be beer and drinking based. I mean,
yeah, and some of the stickers didn't even like fit or stick to the cooler because the cooler was just a weird texture.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't our best idea, but some of them are still there to this day, and that thing goes to Men's Town every year. So
yeah. Back to the sticker thing. Yeah, so ultimately the program that I used, I had to go on there and like put the black lines to know where to cut. And it took me like 3 hours out of my work day. God, it was such a busy day.
Oh, yeah. That's great. It took me 3 hours that I got paid X amount per hour for.
Yeah, it was great. It was a great day.
The only profit we have at Men's Town Roundtable.
Yeah, I mean, hey, you know, hopefully my boss doesn't hear this. I mean, I spend 3 hours out of the day.
Viewers, brother.
3 hours out of the day cutting stickers, designing stickers and lines for the stickers, and I'd say probably an hour and a half of shitting on the clock. So, hey, we get there, baby. We get that full 8 hours a day. I'm telling you, one way or another, whether it's shitting for 4 and cutting stickers for 4, or
Why does this sound like preschool?
Yeah. Anyways, we'll have to get you a hat. I'll make sure I have all the things before I trip in July.
I just want a koozie, dude.
We kind of got a big ass head though, so
yeah. No, hats aren't my thing. I got one visor that works though.
Yeah, this
that
the
thing's
Florida
been
State
through
one.
the ringer. I got that thing freshman year, and it's seen hell and back.
Yeah, I mean that. It's because you got a big ass brain. That's why,
dude. We're one of the least smart people I know.
All right, let's episode 32. Welcome to the round table. 33. I'm sorry, man. Welcome to the round table. You know, I miss when we used to drink while we did these things.
Dude, I just don't know if like a casual beer wouldn't be bad, but like
I know casual 1 beer turns into a casual 6 beers, and then somehow I wind up at Twin Peaks, and I'm just like, well, how the hell did we get here? You know. Plus, I want to cut right now, so I'm trying to stay in a caloric deficit. So no drinking for the whole month of April, maybe even May. till we get to June, when the weather starts warming up a little bit more. It's been 80s here, dude. It's been beautiful. Nice
It was
breeze.
88 when I left the office today. That's disrespectful. It can't be 88 already.
I mean, yeah, we're in for a brutal summer.
Oh,
Needless to
it's
say.
gonna punch you right in the knob.
Anywho, let's dive into what this episode's about. I sent Baker a picture of a bracket of Bake. Do you want to read out what it was?
Yeah, it's the cartoon, like Nick versus Disney versus Cartoon Network versus like the animes, like Warner Brothers, Fox Kids, all that sort of stuff. That didn't really have a home, but like they did later on.
Like Zaboomba-Foo?
No, not like Zaboomba-Foo, but like Dragon Ball Z, Naruto, Avatar, Pokemon, Digimon, all those that kind of fall out the normal scope of like everything else.
Yeah, what channel were those on growing up?
They bounced around. Like I've seen them on, like, if you remember Spike TV.
I do, yeah.
I saw a couple of them there. They were on like 52 as well for my local. Couldn't tell you what that is.
Yeah, I want to say they were on maybe like Cartoon Network at some point too.
Yeah, I feel like in the early morning, like I feel like I remember waking up and like watching Dragon Ball Z and Naruto at like 6, 7 a.m. Maybe Pokemon was at 7 with Yu-Gi-Oh. But I guess Naruto and Dragon Ball Z would have been before that.
Yeah, I mean, as a '90s baby, I can confidently say that we had the best era of television.
Absolutely.
And for anybody that argue with that, you can go argue with a freaking rock. I don't care. Don't at me on this. I'm not wrong. I'm sorry.
No, you're not. You can't be wrong. I mean, like, looking at the Cartoon Network's bracket portion, the only thing I don't agree with is Codename Kids Next Door didn't make the list.
Which is surprising because
it tanked the whole bracket for them.
Codename Kids Next Door was fire.
Best Cartoon Network show ever.
All right, I'm going to rattle off a couple shows here, Bake, from the early 90s to like early 2000s. And I want you to just choose. And this is just strictly talking Disney and Nickelodeon. We can dive into Cartoon Network. And what was the, was it Nick at Night?
Bro. Nick at Night was vibey, but like.
Nick at Night was lit. So let me just, and I want you to choose.
Hit us with a couple. I already have my answer.
Okay. SpongeBob or Sweet Life of Zach and Cody?
Wait, Sweet Life on Deck or in the hotel?
Sweet Life in the hotel. Sweet Life on Deck was top tier, dude.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking. So it makes the decision either we're going Bob.
All right, SpongeBob. Do you remember the episode of Sweet Life on Deck where, was it Mosby's brother was Dwight Howard?
Yeah.
And I think it was Zach or somebody that like played him in basketball and was like, yeah, I can beat anybody. And then he like, didn't he beat him or something? And Dwight like got really upset or whatever.
Yeah, I think he got really upset and left the ship.
Yeah. So
that was the episode.
Just a great episode. And full transparency, the reason that I wanted to talk about this stuff on this episode is because I don't know if you guys are aware, but Phineas and Ferb is getting a reboot. And a new season is coming out in June.
I don't think I care.
I absolutely care.
Just I can't find it in me to go back and watch that type of cartoon now.
No, I can't either, but it makes me happy knowing that and the Nintendo Switch 2 is coming out on the same day. Like, my inner child is screaming, you know?
That's vibey.
So, very excited about that. I probably will tune in to an episode or two. All I know is Ferb should have been banging Vanessa or whatever, Doofenshmirtz's daughter.
Typical, yeah, sure.
She was a little baddie. All right, let's keep this ball rolling. Fairly Odd Parents or Kim Possible?
Fairly Odd Parents was my favorite animated show on Nick growing up, so I'm gonna go there.
Yeah, our answers are the same so far.
Yeah.
Now this is an interesting one because I never.
I think the reason we're friends, so this might be very similar.
Yeah. This is an interesting one Did you ever watch Out of the Box growing up?
Not really. I saw it on there, and I'm like, I know what you are, but I don't really care what you are.
Yeah, I know a lot of my friends growing up watched it. I wasn't a big fan, and I know you're probably going to pick its counterpart, which is Rugrats.
Yeah, I like Rugrats. The only reason that I'll go Rugrats because of having not really any clue what Out of the Box is, and B, Rugrats has the most iconic VCR tape in the world.
Yeah.
You see that thing, you know exactly
the orange
what it
one?
is.
The orange one?
Exactly. See, I don't even have to tell you. Like, you know the color, you know the movie, you see all of it, and that's just iconic.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it wins a lot for Rugrats.
Yeah. Now, this is another one where I saw, and I was kind of like, this is kind of gimme. Drake and Josh or Sister Sister. I never watched Sister Sister. It was always a girl show.
It's not even close. Drake and Josh wins every. So recently, Drake and Josh just sat down and did a 2-part conversation about the whole thing, and that was so cool to watch. It was on the Good Guys podcast, which is Ben from the Toast. His wife does the Toast. They're huge. And then, obviously, Josh Peck, who used to be huge.
Yeah. And it was really great to see them kind of back together. And
yeah, it was cool watching the back and forth of that.
Well, them opening up about kind of like everything that went down on the show.
Especially, with Drake. He kind of went through it.
Yeah, which is crazy. I highly suggest going and checking that out. Very nostalgic, which is, again, why we're doing this episode too. We're going to talk about more nostalgic things later. Let's keep this ball rolling. This is a good one. Zoe 101 or Phil of the Future. I was a sucker for Zoe 101.
Yeah, I think so as well. I agree.
She was like one of my first crushes, and then she got addicted to meth or whatever.
And Dick. She got addicted to meth and Dick. She got pregnant pretty young after the show. Not bad. You're allowed to, but
yeah, that seems to be like the, what do they call it? The Disney effect. I've seen a lot of people where they call it the Disney effect, where
I think what's the
same with Nickelodeon.
No, a little bit less on Nick. I mean, Miranda Cosgrove's fine. Victoria Justice, fine.
Jeanette McCurdy's not.
Deep end.
Off the deep end.
But like Zendaya did great off of Disney, but then you have Bella Thorne who went the exact opposite route,
Oh my God. Yeah. There's a lot of that's an interesting rabbit hole to go down there. Actors and actresses that have gone off the deep end. Let's look that up real quick.
Think about them as kids. You're like, imagine being like 14 to 18 years old. Like, you're trying to develop as a human, and you're just on TV growing up. It's got to be crazy.
What was the? Oh, goodness gracious! 10 former Disney stars who went off the rails.
All right, let me give me a chance.
Go. Let's see what you got here.
Demi Lovato.
That's number one.
Yeah, it has to be, right? It has to be.
Demi overdose Lovato, bro. That's terrible.
Dude, do you remember Steve Will Do It got a Demi Lovato tattoo on his leg?
Of course.
That was iconic.
Yeah, of course.
He's like, I aspire to do the amount of black tar heroin that Demi Lovato did. Like,
I'm gonna shoot it between my toes. Like, come on, brother. Now, she used to be really hot too back in Camp Rock days. Well, I thought she was hot back in my, like, I don't know how old I was, but that's crazy.
Best question. What show did you watch specifically because you had a crush? The show was awful, but you watched it for the crush.
The show was awful?
Yeah, like what? Or you, maybe the show wasn't awful, but like that show is way better in your mind because the crush you had.
Zoe 101.
Nope.
What was yours?
Whatever, Victorious or whatever.
Oh, dude, the show was fire. What do you mean?
Yeah, it was fire, but I watched that way more because of the crush.
Yeah.
You had everything.
See, that was me with Zoe 101. Oh gosh, I used to love her, and then I grew up a little bit and found out what she was into.
Jamie Lynn Spears?
Yeah. Try to guess some more here.
All right, so we got Demi Lovato.
This one's a guy. I'll give you a hint. This one's a guy.
Off of Disney? Is it Nick and Disney or just Disney?
This one's just Disney.
From Disney that went off the deep end? Corey in the House?
That's a good one. I wonder what.
I don't think he would be on there. Corey Massey, I don't think he's on there.
That's the black guy, right?
Yeah, well, one of them.
He went off the deep end though. No, this one's. I'll give you another hint. He starred in Holes.
Oh, Corbin Bleu?
No, what? He didn't.
Wait, no, I got that so wrong. I couldn't tell you who. I don't remember.
Okay. Transformers main actor.
Oh, Shia LaBeouf.
Went off the deep end. Even Stevens was his show on Disney.
Yeah, he was elite. I thought you
said
guy first.
No, what?
I could have sworn you.
White guy. I might have. I don't know.
Yeah, that's why I said Corey Massey. I don't think I'm pulling that one out of nowhere.
Yeah, I don't know. Guess another chick.
I'll go back to what I said. Bella Thorne.
Bella Thorne is one on here. Yeah,
I think the most iconic one, Miley.
Miley is number 9.
9?
The picture is her as Hannah Montana, and then the side picture is her licking the wrecking ball butt ass.
Yeah, that has to be it, right? So there's other went off the deep end. Jake Paul was on Disney.
Well, he didn't really go off the deep end. He's just a narcissist.
Okay, yeah, I'll get behind that. Sure.
You're missing 2 big ones, brother. 2 big chicks. Okay.
Who was on Disney? I'm going to look at the bracket just to get shows in my head.
I'll give you another hint. Freaky Friday.
Does that count as off the deep end? She makes a Christmas movie every year now.
Well, yeah, she's back. She's back on her good stuff. But Lindsay Lohan.
Simone, did she also go off the deep end?
She did. I
don't remember the other one's name. I see her, but I don't remember the name.
Lindsay Lohan.
Yeah, I couldn't. Yeah. I wasn't getting there today.
But we're missing one more big one, bro. And this is
Debbie Ryan. I don't know. No. Okay.
No. Britney Spears.
She was on Disney?
She was on the Mickey Mouse Club.
Oh, that I don't care about that.
Yeah.
I would never have thought of that. I was thinking Disney
surprisingly.
Pre-pubescent Disney, not like me in diapers Disney.
Really, really good one. Yeah. I'll tell you a really good one. Do you remember Good Luck Charlie?
Yeah, Vibey. I can't tell you her name, but Vibey Show.
She didn't go off the deep end.
No, neither Debbie Ryan. I was just throwing names out there because I was never getting Britney Spears.
Bridget Mendler.
Yeah.
Dude, she apparently works for... She went to Harvard, studied Harvard Law. Yeah. Dude, she's an entrepreneur and I want to say she does something with...
she probably still had to take out student loans.
SpaceX?
It's just disrespectful.
Yeah, she works for Northwood Space.
No reason.
Which, hey, that was one of the good ones, go ahead.
Shockingly, none of the Harry Potter stars went off the deep end. For them, they really didn't. I mean, none of them want to do the show again because they're trying to get out of the typecast, but still, it was impressive that none of them, 3 of them, I feel like 1 out of 3 on Disney kind of went off the deep end.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Let's keep this ball rolling.
Yeah.
The Amanda Show or That's So Raven? Those are good.
The Amanda Show. Keep moving.
All right, okay. I don't even know what all that is, but the other one's Hannah Montana, and Hannah Montana trumps a lot of them.
Yeah, verse what? Do you have any idea?
It said all that. I don't know.
No, couldn't tell you.
Ooh, this is a good one. Hey Arnold or Disney's Doug?
Hey Arnold.
Hey Arnold is a really nostalgic one.
Yeah.
Bro, no, I can't pick between this one.
Okay.
Rocket Power or Recess?
Recess. Keep moving.
Yeah, that was a good one. The Recess movie is my comfort movie.
Carries.
Yep. Wild Thornberries or The Proud Family? Both fire. I'm going with Wild Thornberries.
I'm going Proud Family.
Really?
Felt like I watched that more and enjoyed it more.
So Proud Family for Baker. Okay. I don't even know what Cousin Skeeter is.
No idea.
The other one's Lizzie McGuire. Top tier show. Dude, just looking at this list, like
we just need to tier list this. Like next episode or in a couple episodes, we just throw this thing in a tier list. We record this on Zoom for once. We share screen so I can see it with you, and we just do it.
Yeah. Cat Dog, Phineas and Ferb.
Phineas and Ferb.
Let's find one more really good one, and then we can talk about Nick shows and Cartoon Network.
Just jump us into Nick. It's fine.
Wizards of Waverly Place, bro. There's so many freaking good shows, dude.
That would be the crush one for me.
All right, let's talk about best Nick shows from '90s.
'90s. I feel like it would have to be 2000s, brother.
These are some Nick shows. Yeah, because Rugrats was Nick. Hey Arnold was Nick.
Yeah.
Cat Dog was Nick. Let's throw in some honorable mentions. The Fairly Odd Parents, obviously top tier.
S tier.
SpongeBob, obviously.
Jimmy Neutron, S tier.
Jimmy Neutron,
SpongeBob,
yep.
S tier. For cartoon. Yep. Live shows, I think, have to be in a different category.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Kenan and Kel, top tier. Legends of the Hidden Temple, the fire, dude. Honestly, I might like Nickelodeon more.
Oh, like, absolutely.
Like looking back on it,
I don't know about more than Cartoon Network.
Ooh, let's talk about Cartoon Network. Cartoon Network,
top
90s shows. Dexter's Laboratory, bro.
Elite.
I mean, and you can't pick a favorite. Like,
bro, think about how hard Phineas and Ferb tried copying Dexter's Laboratory.
Dexter's Laboratory was fire, and his mom had a fat ass. Now here's a question for you, Bake. If you had to pick one 90s... If you had to pick one 90s program from your childhood, whether it be Cartoon Network, Disney, Nick, I don't know what the other one was.
Cartoon Network, Disney, Nick. Yeah, or like any childhood show.
Any childhood show, which one would you pick?
So it had to start in the 90s, or what are we talking?
It was just like a channel that you would watch growing up that was just like, you know, your favorite.
Am I picking a show or the channel?
The channel. And you can only keep everything that's on the channel.
If we're doing it based on the bracket that you sent me, the bottom right quadrant.
So what was that? Read it off.
It had like Dragon Ball Z, Naruto, Pokemon, Digimon, Yu-Gi-Oh! Like all of those absolutely are that's the answer.
For you, maybe. Now, I really like... I'm going to stick by my Nickelodeon, man. Don't get me wrong. Cartoon Network was fire, like Ed, Edd and Eddy, Powerpuff Girls, Teen Titans, Tom and Jerry, Scooby-Doo, even a pup named Scooby-Doo. Like, oh my God, what was it Disney XD that Looney Tunes was on? Like the baby Looney Tunes. Do you remember that?
Oh, Disney XD had Jake Long the Dragon.
Yeah, that was good.
That was on Disney XD.
What were Disney XD shows? Let's see.
Yo, Disney? We were returning to Verdansk.
I don't know, man. I've been thinking about this for a long time.
And they took a lot of windows out, and now it's Omni Movement. I could draw Promenade West again.
Yeah, well, it's Promenade East, but
I could draw Promenade again. I don't really care the cardinal direction, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't know. It'd take a
No, all
lot.
right. Yeah, we're not doing it.
Okay.
No, I'm happy that we had this conversation. I just know now it's not happening.
Yeah, probably
I
not.
don't have a single gun unlocked.
I also don't have 500 gigabytes on my PC or Xbox to freaking
God bless.
download a
No,
game.
we don't.
So,
I probably do right now, but
Fish Hooks. Did you ever watch Fish Hooks?
I remember it, but I don't remember it. You know,
Fire show.
I don't doubt you.
We want to know what you guys think. I mean, a lot of these shows like have a special place in my heart, and still do. You know, like I got overly excited about the Phineas and Ferb trailer that came out recently.
Like the greatest thing that a streaming service could do is if they could compile all of this onto one. Like, just let us have it. I would absolutely pay $10 a month for a year. I'd probably pay $120 for the year so that I could have every single one of these kid shows back and see if the nostalgia is in my head or does it actually still hit.
What are your thoughts on something similar to Disney Plus, but for Nick shows? Like Nickelodeon.
You don't have the catalog is the issue. Like Nick is Nick. That's it.
I think you're wrong.
No,
Nickelodeon.
I don't mean it in a bad way. What I mean it as is I don't think that Nick has enough other stuff.
Do you think that Disney Plus is obviously the more popular one. But I think you're wrong, dude. I think Nickelodeon has a huge catalog. I mean, just reading down this list here, SpongeBob, Loud House. I forgot Patrick had his own show. Fairly Odd Parents, Transformers, Earthspark was fire. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, that show on Nick was fire. Yeah, that was fire. Dora, which, whatever. And now you have likes of like Paw Patrol, Peppa Pig, Jimmy Neutron, Fairly Odd Parents. I'm not
disagreeing with you by any means. I just simply don't think, like with Disney, you have all the Star Wars stuff, you have all the Disney shows, all the movies. I just think that Disney's catalog, and like they own ESPN, they own all of it. Like they have Hulu as well.
Yeah.
Like, I just think that they have such a deep roster of stuff that they can warrant the price per month. Now, Nick threw it all up there for $6. You got me sold.
Oh, yeah, I'm hooked, and I'm still bumming somebody else. I'm still bumming Dan's Nickelodeon.
Yeah, brother. I want this to be known. You are the greatest ever at scumbagging accounts. I don't think you've ever signed up for one.
That's not true. I do have Netflix now, but I use Noah's and I never pay him.
See, that's what I mean.
All right, stand by your statement.
You signed up for the account, put it on his name, and that's it. Like, it's his email.
Think smarter. Think smarter, not harder.
I honestly respect it. Now, the greatest one that I think we ever shared was Mint Me.
Oh, and Mint Me was top tier. I miss it every single day.
On Spotify for 3 years.
That we did pass a $5 bill back and forth for, though.
No, we didn't. My parents paid for it.
Well, shout out to them, Oh, man. Now, I do think that what separates Disney Plus, or Disney in general, from all these other ones, even back in the day, is the movies that Disney had.
Yeah.
Like on Disney Channel movies.
I mean, you got so many. Camp Rock.
Have Teen Beach
Lemonade Head,
fire. Princess
High School Musical, duh.
Yeah, every single High School Musical banged. The Lizzie McGuire movie was great. Wizards of Waverly Place movie was a heater.
Their
Radio
show
Rebel.
is good. Their show came back.
Yeah, it's coming back.
No, I think it's out. I think episodes are out.
Interesting. Now, I must say, my favorite out of the Disney movies, like growing up, this is one that I would look forward to watching every single time that it came on, is Minutemen. Do you remember that?
Oh, yeah.
where they were time
What was
travelers.
the one about the dude playing basketball? Don't
Luck
tell
of
me
the Irish.
Yeah, there it is.
Yep.
I was vibey.
Yeah,
There
it's
were
a top
some
tier.
elite ones. Yeah,
Top
I
tier.
know this probably doesn't count, but Halloween Town was a bop.
That was Nickelodeon, right?
I couldn't tell you. Felt like Freeform, whatever that was before.
No, it was Disney. It was Disney because it's on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
And my girlfriend makes me watch them every year.
It's good. Yeah, no, Halloween Town's a bop. I miss old movies.
I do too.
Like, I still watch some of them, like, when you get around the time to watch them, you know?
Yeah, I wish we could go back to that era of just growing up watching, coming home from school every day, eating a snack and watching, SpongeBob or Phineas and Ferb or whatever the heck you guys watched. Send us messages, comment. You're probably going to see clips of this, of us talking about this. So comment what your favorite shows were.
Did you ever, like, do you remember, like, all the ads for, like, the new Disney Channel premiere for a movie?
Yes.
Those were just, like, when, like, the new movie was coming out, they're like, get ready.
Yeah.
This Friday, it's must-see TV. Like, I'm getting ready for WrestleMania style thing.
Yeah.
You know? I don't know.
Yeah. The promotion back in the day was top tier. What's up, baby?
Oh, are you still recording?
No, come on in. We're just about to wrap it up. Baker says hello. Everybody say hello.
Hello.
We were just talking about Disney versus Nickelodeon versus Cartoon Network. Throw in an honorable mention, your favorite show growing up.
Oh, Codename Kids Next Door.
Yep,
Baker said that too, yeah.
That's going to do it for this episode. Thank you for viewing, watching, liking, subscribing.
Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Doesn't matter. You already gave the best answer. We move on. Thank you, guys. This was episode 33 of Menstown Roundtable. We will see you next week for 34. Jay, give us your NCAA tournament winner now.
The Dookies!
The Dookies. All right, we'll see you guys next week. Thank you again. Peace.